There in the podcast and streaming world. My name is Techie.
And I'm Talon.
How are we tonight, buddy? I feel like it's been a while since we've been on here.
It has been a while since we've been on here. Minus not us raging at having so many technical difficulties. Oh my god. I'm so glad we managed to resolve them before we started our show.
Oh, mate, me too. Me too.
You were like, even though you couldn't hear me correctly, I could hear you, and you were like, work, damn you, work. But I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we can actually do the show. We did miss out on a few days, because, you had your birthday, and then the day after, we all recovered because we drank a little bit too much, and I had the worst hangover of all time. It was terrible. But alas, we've got some pretty cool... Dude, it has been a week. Like, it's been a hell of a week for movie and entertainment. Some good, some bad. But how about this? I have an idea. Let's get rid of the bad stuff, and we can do the towards the end of the show with all the good stuff. That way, it's out of the way, and we can talk about all the amazing stuff.
Sure. We can do that.
All right.
All
right.
But before we go ahead... just want to address some things. 1, you jinxed us. You're glitching the fuck out. 2.
No!
2, I hope you like the new setup in here, guys. These lights here, they look like Nanoleaf stuff, but they're not Nanoleaf. These, believe it or not, were from Kmart for $39. Love it. Got the new light set up again, replaced it, so we are now good to go. I hope you like how I'm looking. We're still working on what you will end up looking like there, Talon.
I know, mine's kind of just it's kind of just a basic setup.
Yeah. But
it works to me.
You're completely frozen. Can you turn off your video feed and turn it back on? That would be great.
Did I get it?
You completely jinxed us. Now you're back. Back.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right.
But no.
So yeah, you want to get off to the some of the bad stuff first, hey?
We've only got a couple of things for bad news. First and foremost, I do want to say that very, very sad news coming out of the entertainment industry. With the passing of Ed Asner. Ed Asner has passed away at the age of 91. He's well regarded as he's the voice of the guy from Up. Also, he did a majority of other amazing shows as well. He did Mary Tyler Moore. He was an absolute veteran in the film industry. He played Santa Claus in Elf. This is an article coming from news.com. Actor Ed Asner, who starred in the Mary Tyler Moore Show and later in beloved family films like Elf and Up, has died at the age of 91. Veteran actor Hollywood Ed Asner, who starred as a hard-driving but lovable TV newsman Lou Grant on the TV classics sitcom The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and then in his own more serious Lou Grant spin-off, has died, his family said. He was 91 years old. Now, he did pass away of natural causes, so not COVID-related, thank goodness. This is a tweet from Asner's official Twitter account. We are sorry to say that our beloved patriarch passed away this morning peacefully. Asner's official account tweeted Sunday afternoon. Words cannot express the sadness we feel. With a kiss on your forehead, good night, Dad. We love you. The longtime actor died of natural causes at his home in Tarzana, his publicist said, according to the Hollywood Reporter. So he won, 5 Emmy Awards for his role as Grant,
Mm.
and 2 more for his work in Rich Man, Poor Man, and Roots, more than any male actor in history. His honours as Mr. Grant while acting opposite Mary Tyler Moore's namesake character on the hit 1970s sitcom was legendary. You've got spunk. I hate spunk, Asner's character famously told then one-eyed journalist upon meeting her. So the actor went on to star as the city editor of a newspaper in Los Angeles in Lou Grant, starting in the late 70s, toiling under a published play by Nancy Merchant. Now, younger viewers might actually remember Asner. He actually was Santa Claus in Will Ferrell's film Elf. He also did later voiceover roles, including his curmudgeonless widower Carl Fredricksen and Pixar's Academy Award-winning film Up. I love Up. Have you seen Up, Techie?
Also Up.
Yeah, I loved Up. So Kansas City native, was a staunch advocate for left-wing cause and a member of the Democratic Socialists of America. He served as a president of the Screen Actors Guild from 1981 to 1985, using his post to speak out in support of such groups as the Salvatore Guerrillas. So it's kind of crazy. He's now gone, 91 years old, and he lived a hell of a life, and nothing, didn't die of COVID. He didn't die of anything, illness related. He died peacefully in his home, which I think is the best thing. Honestly, I think that's the best thing. And my condolences to his family.
Mm.
Have you've definitely seen Elf, absolutely.
Of course I've seen Elf. John Favreau?
Yeah.
You kidding me, buddy?
Yeah, it was great. Will Ferrell, Will Ferrell's like the only part, that's probably like the only. No, actually, there are 2 Will Ferrell films I really enjoy. Step Brothers and Elf.
I love Talladega Nights as well. That's a good one too.
Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot about Talladega Nights. I love that one. Dead set. If you give Will Ferrell like a serious role, like don't give him a comedy role, give him a serious role. I reckon he could do it.
Probably, but we're not talking about Will Ferrell. We're talking about Ed.
No. I just want to put that out there, but it is very sad. I freaking loved Up. It deserved those Academy Awards.
Oh,
it's such an upbeat. It's
that
such an
opening
upbeat
scene's
movie.
just a heart wrencher right there.
Especially when you notice later on when you notice his wife, and how much he loved his wife, and he kept the chair of her even long after she passed. So someone actually posted on Twitter. Someone edited that picture and put both chairs are empty, and then put a little sign saying "Together at last."
I was wondering if somebody would have done that. I was waiting for it, to be honest.
It was almost immediate, and I'm actually glad for that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's a good tribute. All right. Yeah, so
Next up.
Ed Asner, rest in peace, passing at 91.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to get into something that we've already discussed on the show. I know how much Talon despises this conversation now. But we need to. And that's to do with Activision. Activision has been going through this extreme court case from the state of California. If you don't know what we're talking about here, the state of California announced it has a lawsuit against Activision and Blizzard regarding allegations of sexual assault and discriminatory practices against minorities in the company. Some of the allegations accuse the publisher of harboring a frat boy culture and treating female employees less favorably with derogatory remarks. After the announcement of the lawsuit, employees at Activision Blizzard organized walkouts and signed a letter by current and former developers listing a demand of changes the publisher needed to make. On Monday, the state announced that they were expanding the scope of their investigation, alleging that the Human Resources Department of publisher interfered with the investigations of the Department of Fair Employment and Housing. The lawsuit alleges that HR was instructed to report to Activision Blizzard before the DFEH with documents about complaints supposedly being shredded by the HR panel. Following the declaration of the lawsuit, Activision Blizzard announced the departure of 3 senior developers employed at the company, including the then creative director Louis Barriga of Diablo 4. The developers were seen posing with a photo of Bill Cosby in a hotel suite dubbed the Cosby Suite. Activision Blizzard responded by saying, "We have a deep, talented roster of developers already in place, and new leaders have been assigned where appropriate. We are confident in our ability to continue progress, deliver amazing experiences to our players, and move forward to ensure a safe, productive work environment for all." Diablo 2 Resurrected, the remake of the original classic, will be the first release by the publisher since the lawsuit was announced. The game will release on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and PC on September 23. Call of Duty Vanguard was recently announced within Call of Duty Warzone, with the alpha beginning on August 27th at 10 a.m. and will be available until August 29th. Call of Duty Vanguard will launch on November 5th and is available on all consoles except for Switch.
This is crazy. So this is actually, in regards to the shredding of the documents, this is a comment from a spokesperson from Activision Blizzard. I just want to read this because I read it and all I just read on it is just absolute horse crap. A spokesperson for Activision Blizzard had told Axios that the company has complied with every proper request in support of its review, even as we've been implementing reforms to ensure our workplace are welcoming and safe for every employee. This is what they said. With regards to claims that we have destroyed information by shredding documents, these claims are not true. We took appropriate steps to preserve information relevant to the DFEH investigation, the spokesperson added. We have rebutted the DFEH with clear evidence that we do not have gender pay or promotional disparities. Our senior leadership is increasingly diverse, with a growing number of women in key leadership roles across the company. It's bullshit.
Oh, it is.
100% bullshit. They are trying to literally bury this. They are legit gaslighting. They are trying to destroy all evidence in regards to this lawsuit so they can't get in trouble. But the thing is, the damage has been done. You've got half a dozen employees organizing walkouts. You have such a ridiculing public opinion. And I hope to God that they suffer greatly for this. I really do, because it's about high time that the gaming community, the AAA gaming community, where all these producers, all these publishers, and these developers, and more publishers, and also developers as well. Because the thing is, it's not just publishers that are in trouble; it's developers in trouble as well, because developers were doing heinous things. The gaming market, the gaming community needs a goddamn wake-up call. That just because you work in the gaming market, you could be earning thousands of dollars, does not exempt you from the law. It doesn't. You should not be exempt. No one should be exempt from the law, regardless of how much money you make, what job you have. Law is the fucking law. I don't give a shit. You sexually harass a woman or a guy, guess what? You deserve to lose your job, lose all integrity, and lose all respect. And you deserve to be put in jail for it. And the thing is, this company, Activision Blizzard, has been doing this for years. And hell, they were doing it way before even Activision took them over. That's the crazy thing. Everyone thinks it was all Activision. It wasn't. It was Blizzard. Majority of it was Blizzard.
Yeah.
I mean, J.M. Brack, he's actually stepped down as the president. He's actually stepped away. He's not the president of Blizzard anymore.
Well, he needs to.
Yeah, he's already stepped down. But again, I don't know if the lawsuit's going to happen. And honest to God, I think Activision's going to lose. I think Activision Blizzard's going to freaking lose. They're not going to win this. Well, they won't, because
if it's been proven that they are destroying evidence, then that
could lead to bankruptcy. They'll be losing, and they'll lose everything because this can destroy a company. And already, I want it to be done. This is the big picture. This is on the same article. The big picture. The change comes after stories reveal toxic conditions faced by the Activision Blizzard contract workers. Stories shared with Axios from the ABK Workers Alliance, specifically from the Quality Assurance and Customer Service departments, paint a picture of brutal overtime paired with little pay. As a contract employee, I feel there's a lot of pressure to excel, impress, and move through the ranks as fast as you can before your contract ends, and you're forced to go 3 months without income or find another job. One worker said, "I take pride in what I do, but I feel like it's never enough." We suffer from stress, another worker said. We suffer physical ailments. We are overworked and underpaid across the board.
Yeah. No, there needs to be a change. And Activision will be losing, and let's just be honest. There is no way that this will be going and winning this court case.
Yeah, no, I don't think they will, because the thing is, while Activision Blizzard makes millions of dollars, this is a state. It's the state of California. Yeah. I don't think they can win against the state. The state's got more money than what a company does. One company versus. Imagine if this will go to the Supreme Court. I know it will. This will go through the Supreme Court. We don't know what's going to happen. We have to wait on the lawsuit, but I'll keep my ears on it. All right.
We're moving on to some good stuff now.
We are. We've got good stuff.
What do you want to talk about?
So what do you want to talk about first? We're going to talk about Batman, man. We've had no news on this for ages. I was listening to Cosplay Chris's video about it. Holy shit, man. It's crazy. So this is another article from MovieWeb.com. The Batman CinemaCon footage shows Bruce Wayne rising through the chaos of Gotham. If that doesn't get you pumped for this film, I don't know what will. So when you look at director Matt Reeves, the Batman debuted at the recent CinemaCon event. Sadly, much like the rest of the exciting CinemaCon footage from various different tentpole projects, this new look at the Batman has yet to be released to the masses. However, we do have descriptions of what was shown, allowing us all to use our imagination while we wait patiently for the clip to become available online. The first description reports the CinemaCon footage opens with what looks like chaos, before centering on Rob Pattinson's Bruce Wayne walking through Gotham. Description that states that he rises, but we don't know if that's via one of his patent grappling hooks or something more visually symbolic. The footage then features director Matt Reeves, who promises an emotional Batman movie, the likes of which audience have never seen before. Before describing the Batman as being radically different from any other big screen adaptation of the beloved DC character. We then hear from the Dark Knight himself, Pattinson. He talks about the ongoing connection between audiences and Batman. So he's actually talking in this, as well as the passion that both he and Reeves feel for the project. Reeves then returns and provides some insight into his approach. The filmmaker calls the Batman grounded the way Year One is, and confirming that the Batman will indeed take inspiration from Frank Miller's celebrated comic book arc, Batman Year One.
Now, I'm wondering, because you spoke to me before about it, that DC Fandom is coming back this year.
Yes.
Do you think
they'll be back in October?
This footage then?
I honestly think we will be. It is the perfect... I mean, that's where we got the last footage for the Batman. That's when they dropped it, right then. So why not do it for this? It was over a year ago now, so I think it's be the perfect time to drop a trailer for it. I mean, I think they're going to do it. I really think. So anyway, back to the article. Several others who were lucky enough to see the footage have also provided some insight with comicbook.com's branded long, dark, epic.
Now, I'm hearing a rough runtime that's going to be about 3 hours.
From what the cut was seen at the cut that was seen at CinemaCon was about 3 hours long. I hope they keep it. I want them to keep that cut. Now, so from what we know about this film, I'm just going to quickly go over to Cosplay Chris's video just a quick second. I'm just going to lower the volume.
I'm hearing we can actually as well that what's is it? Who's playing Catwoman? It's Zoe.
Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, I'm hearing she is a standout in this movie.
Yes, she is a huge standout in this movie. Unbelievably, she is so goddamn good in this movie. I'm just gonna lower the volume here so we don't do any. I don't want any copyright stuff. Because I don't want any copyright stuff. But I'm just gonna go through Cosplay Chris's video so we have some little things. So exclusive. So here we go. So is now confirmed the test screening was actually the Batman. It got fantastic and incredible reviews. Movie screened for 3 hours. The movie is described as one of the best comic book movies. This version of Batman is very different from any others we have ever seen before.
Good.
So very different from any of them, even Keaton's.
Good.
So what else we got? All right. So next part. The Batman movie is a horror movie. Very graphic, very dark, very scary. Paul Dano is fucking crazy. So fucking scary. I loved every single second. So Paul Dano, if you do not know, he is playing the Riddler in this movie, and from what a lot of people have described him as, it's like Kevin Spacey's character, John Doe from Seven, but he's fucking crazy in this movie, and I'm all for it. I'm all fucking for it, man.
Me too. We've been raving about this movie for ages.
Yeah, I know. We've been raving on about it. It's been crazy. Just gonna get to another part of the video.
I'm interested to know what you guys are thinking about the Batman. Let us know in the comments.
It's gonna be gonna be crazy. Yeah. All right. That's all I have to say at Look on the Batman, because honestly, I want people to go into this movie surprised, and I will be. Like dead set. Just with those first test
screenings. This is already like vague stuff because they don't want this stuff to come out yet.
Exactly. That's why I think DC fandom is going to be the perfect place to talk about it. Speaking of DC fandom, let's jump into the next part. We have a trailer. This is published as of an hour ago. First published 1 hour ago. I'm on Games Radar. If you've got an article there you want to read about it with the new DC fandom.
No, I don't.
No? Do you want me to send that to you, Artie? Do you want to send the article to you?
I can bring it up.
Cool. It's on Games Radar. Just look it up. I'm excited for... how excited are you for fandom, Techie?
I liked last year's. Didn't love it. I think the only thing that got me loving it was literally the Batman.
Well, this actually one is going to be cool. So this one is teasing a fresh look at what events have in store. Now, of course, major movies like The Batman, but also Black Adam and The Flash,
okay.
and the Suicide Squad spin-off Peacemaker.
That's true.
HBO Max's series of Titans, the CW shows Batwoman and Superman and Lois, plus all the upcoming DC video games. I mean, we might be able to see Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, and also Gotham Knights as well.
That'll be good. That'll be really good.
What's your thoughts
DC
on
fandom? 16th of October 2021.
It's not far away.
It'll be a live stream event like last year's.
That's not far away, isn't it?
It's not that far away at all.
Like a month away. Literally is a month away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically, yeah.
What's your thoughts on Oh, you still there, Techie?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, you froze me. Yeah, you froze for a second. Sorry about that. What's your thoughts on I'll talk to you about the Suicide Squad game, but what's your thoughts on the Gotham Knights game where you play like Red Hood, Tim Drake?
It's been a while since I watched the trailer, but at the time it looked cool. I wasn't too keen on it. Yeah.
How about
the Suicide Squad game, though, on the other hand,
yes.
I am so excited for. That one looks so
good. It's done by because it's done by Rocksteady, which I trust Rocksteady because, come on, Batman Arkham. The Arkham series was by far my favorite versions of Batman I've ever seen on a video game screen. It was that
Oh yeah,
good.
me
I
too.
loved it.
Me too.
I'm keen to see what they do with this game. I'm keen to see if it's going to be like, is it going to be third person? Is it going to be third person or first person? Is it going to be like an RPG? I'm curious to see how they handle it. Like, do you get to play all the main characters? Like, is it a
I don't know.
co-op?
I don't know.
It could be a co-op. It could be a co-op. Like you could
It
you
can't
have
come
like
across
four.
as that would be a co-op game.
Yeah, like you could play you can get up to four of your friends. You can honestly play all the characters. You can switch between characters as well. We don't know what style of we have no idea what style of game it is. We've only ever seen the first trailer for it,
And that's about
and
it.
they made my boy look bad. They made Superman look bad. But no, I think it's gonna be cool. All right.
Now, as you guys know, because we were definitely covering a lot of it last week, it was CinemaCon. And if you guys don't know what CinemaCon is a convention for pretty much anyone in the entertainment industry really getting early footage from all the different studios of their upcoming movies. And
Talked about the Batman?
You know how we were so excited with Sony when they dropped Spider-Man's trailer. And you heard us talking about how I wonder if they've dropped any Uncharted footage. Well, they did.
They did.
They actually released some Uncharted footage. And by the sounds of it, it sounds good. And I'm really excited for it. So the new footage from the upcoming Uncharted movie was debuted at CinemaCon. According to Screen Rant, the clips showed more of Tom Holland's Nathan Drake and Mark Wahlberg's Sully. One moment apparently shows Nathan going into a cave-like area, while another features Sully speaking some exciting words. I'm offering you a chance to discover things you've only read about. Then there was a glimpse at a set piece involving Nathan falling from a cargo plane, and finally a look at Sully at an auction. This isn't the first footage from the movie to be officially released. A quick clip featuring Sully and Nate together was previously unveiled through the movie, still doesn't have a trailer. Uncharted has a rocky road up till now, going through multiple directors and even switching Wahlberg from playing the young Nathan to his older mentor Sully. And that's not to mention the disruption caused by the pandemic. The good news is the film isn't that far off. It's due to arrive next February.
February 18th.
Directed by Venom Helmer, Ruben Fleischer. Now, that's not the only stuff we heard coming from this footage as well. The other bits of footage we also heard Nate being on a pirate ship.
Which is interesting. So it looks like, we talked about this, it looks like they're taking different aspects from every game. Like, for instance, the airplane sequence. Obviously, that's from Drake's Deception. The pirate ship. Obviously, from Drake's Fortune. The auction stuff. Ironically, the auction stuff is from fucking Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. I like how they're taking different aspects from all of Nate's journeys and putting it into one film. And also, I know a lot of people kind of were annoyed that Tom Holland was cast. Everybody wanted Nathan Fillion. There was a time where I wanted Nathan Fillion. But again, after seeing what Tom Holland looks like in Nathan Drake attire, yeah, I'm all for Tom Holland.
Like young Nate. And that's what
he looks like young Nate. And I'm fine with that because, again, we have a young Nathan Drake. Remember, when Nathan first met Sully, what was it, in number 3, he was still a young man, so it might just be taking in that time period, you know? Might be taking place in...
Oh, man. All right. I think we've had another technical glitch here. I'll keep going until he can come back. Until then, no, look, I am excited until we can get Nate Drake on screen. You guys know how much of a fan I am of the Uncharted series. You know, I do a cosplay of it. He's back. Hi!
Hello. Sorry, my connection decided to shit itself again. This is going to become a regular thing until I can get my computer up and going again. Yay. Anyway,
So
what was I saying?
I was just saying how much I'm a big Uncharted fan and how excited I am for the show.
Oh, dude, you've got to show off the dagger that you're working on. You've got to show that off.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, you want to work on it more. I know. Same with me with the journal. I've got my printer up, so I might actually print some pages out tonight and glue in some more pages for you.
That'll be good.
Yeah, number 2's done. I will do that cosplay just once I've done with all my other ones.
That's fine. But no, I'm excited. I think they are taking lots of elements from different types of the game series for sure.
Which is good because I think it's really good because it honestly helps a film get a really interesting story. Like we've seen, like you and I have both played Uncharted. Like you can tell from the top of your head, you can literally recite the entire story of Uncharted from the top of your head.
Oh yeah,
you've played it that many times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite part about Uncharted itself? What's your favorite part about it?
I think for it's the story for sure, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think the bit that I love about it the most is the connection you have with the characters. Even Nate. They do it in a way where you just fall in love with the characters and they pull it off well. Just their characteristics as well. Like, I'm hands down exactly like Nate. Let's be honest.
How do you feel about Mark Wahlberg playing Sully?
Yeah, look, that's the only thing I'm not sold on yet. I mean, I know he's young Sully, but even young Sully still had the grey hair and the mustache.
I think they might show that a little bit in the movie. I think they might. Like, remember though, you can still hide things in trailers and stuff like that. It's pretty damn easy.
Oh yeah, it is. But I am keen for Tom Holland. I do think he's going to do a really good job at portraying Nate. He did get me a little worried where he said he feels like he could do better. But in saying that though, a lot of actors say that. A lot of them do. They always think they can do better.
Even some of the best actors in the world have said that, and they've made such groundbreaking things. Like, for instance, was it Viggo Mortensen? Good example. He wasn't originally going to even be in that movie.
Yeah.
It was going to be another actor. And it was his son who convinced him to do the film.
Yep.
Because, legit. And it worked out in his favor. So I really think that Tom Holland's going to do a good job here. Same thing I think with, like, I don't know how, like that's it. I want the gunfire. This is what I want. I want Drake to hold his gun stupidly like he does in the first game. Christ almighty, the way he held his... It looked like he had giant meaty hands when he's holding a pistol. It looked hilarious. Also, when he was shooting, the gun was like this.
What I loved with the fan-made movie with Nathan Fillion was the action sequence when he jumps out and it turns to like a game. Like the game cinematic.
I love that.
And then when they went to zoom in, they actually zoomed in over the shoulder. I loved that type of cinematography.
I love that too.
I really hope they kind of keep that into this movie because to me, then it feels like a video game movie.
Yeah, I think they will. Like, obviously, I think the best...
That's a huge part of of the cinematography in the game, so...
Yeah, I honestly think the best, like, Uncharted game is probably number 4. Number 4 is by far the best one they've ever done.
I love number 2.
Yeah, same. I'm a big fan of number 2, but I'm a big fan of number 4. I feel like you and I have kind of swapped, because I know you love 4, and you weren't a big fan of number 2. But then I think when we did all that research, doing all the journal stuff, didn't you go back and play number 2?
I replayed the whole series.
Yeah. And how do you feel about Drake 3? Like, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception.
I love it, but at the same time, I mean, I cosplayed that one, but at the same time, for me, it is one of the slowest ones.
Yeah, it is. It is one of the slowest ones. A bit different, but I will admit though that airplane sequence, holy
yeah.
shit, that's probably the most pulse pounding like scene in any of them. Like far more than the like. I don't get me wrong, I love that train sequence in number two.
Yeah.
I do hope that they keep that aspect in the movie where we do have a really long ass like train sequence shit like that. I love that shit so much. I really hope they do keep that. But it'd be interesting to see. But we got like a pirate ship. We got a friggin' airplane and that. You have to put Nate in the shit. Like he has to go through hell.
Yeah.
That's what Nathan Drake does. The guy
I
literally goes through hell itself.
I do think though one of the good things though about having a young Nathan Drake is the ability to continue the franchise for as long as it can go. Whereas if we did get Nathan Fillion, it would probably be like 2 movies and he'd be like done because he's too old for the character.
Exactly. But it's good to have Tom Holland. Let us know what you guys think about Tom Holland with Uncharted. Let us know what you think about the footage that was shown. And, well, if you guys are excited for Uncharted, leave it in the comments for us.
Yeah, big time. Okay. All right. The next one is Lego Star Wars.
Oh, man. This game is... Don't tell me it's been delayed again.
Is this game ever going to get released? Honestly, I'm...
They're going to pull a Cyberpunk. After waiting like months on end, they're going to delay. So what do you got, Techie? What's the latest with the Lego Star Wars?
I think you guys can visibly see my pain.
It's been delayed again, hasn't it?
It's not now until next year.
Oh.
We got a trailer over the weekend. Don't get me wrong, it looks fucking good. It looks really good, and I can't wait to play it. It's just that this game was supposed to come out in 2019.
Yeah, and it got delayed.
Then it got delayed till last year. And I understand that, you know, COVID, the pandemic, everything like that. But if it was supposed to come out in 2019, it should have been released by now. The fact that it hasn't, and now it's been, and then they announced last year it was delayed till 2021. Now it's delayed till 2022 in spring of 2022.
So that's like a quarter away into the year.
Yeah. So Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has finally given a tentative launch window of spring 2022, announced during Gamescom. A new trailer for the game showcased scenes from the Rise of Skywalker, such as Rey jumping over Kylo's tie, a former First Order Stormtrooper exploring the wreckage of the Death Star. There are tons of iconic moments from across the saga in the new trailer, including Darth Maul's dramatic appearance near the end of The Phantom Menace. It was originally announced at 2019 and is a complete remake of their prequel and the original trilogy of the games, which were released on the previous generations of consoles like the Xbox 360. The game was originally announced to have a spring 2021 release date, but on April 2nd, 2021, they delayed the game to an undetermined date. Pre-orders have been out since 2019 and they still haven't fulfilled it. The game is set to include over 500 characters from across the movies, as well as planets explored across the series. Pre-orders for the deluxe edition will include downloadable packs including characters from the outside of the Skywalker saga, such as characters from The Mandalorian, Rogue One, Solo, and the latest show from Disney Plus, The Bad Batch.
That's very good, actually.
It will launch in spring of 2022 for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
Wait, sorry. It's coming to the Switch? God damn.
Yeah.
That'll be good, but also just, like, why spring? Like, you could have chosen a far better time of the year. Like, we were waiting this game for almost it'll be 3 years by then.
Yep. 3 years. 3 years since pre-orders have been out, and there's been no official confirmation until right now. And I'm not happy about it because I'm sick of the delays, and I understand, and I've mentioned it on the show, and I understand delays, and I'm fine with most of them, but as I've said previously, it's becoming a trend in the gaming world where it's just constantly delayed. Don't announce anything until you actually have a date.
Yeah.
Do not announce it.
Yeah.
It is easy to make up a CGI trailer. Look what Cyberpunk did. They did that, and look what happened.
Yeah, and I honestly think that might be the fate for what's going to happen with this game. Sadly.
I don't know. I mean, this trailer showing us does show a lot of potential. I just think they shouldn't have announced it. They should have been working on it from right at the beginning of the new trilogy, and then release it at the same time as Rise of Skywalker. They shouldn't have delayed it this long. 3 fucking years.
It's been 3 fucking years. Yeah, I know. Like, the same thing. Like, think about this, though. Like, 3 years for this. How do you think people feel about Half-Life 2?
Yeah.
Is it Half-Life? Yeah. No, it's Half-Life 3. Is it 3 or 2?
No, we've already had Half-Life 2.
That's right, we have 2. Yeah, well, think about people who want a sequel to Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
And how long they've waited for. They've waited for decades, and there's been nothing. They've just left that franchise. And, which, again, it really, really sucks, but at the same time, no, I can understand it, because, again, it is Steam, it's Valve, they've probably got far more busy things to worry about. But, 3 years, and we've got to wait till now, 2022 spring, for this game to finally release. You and I have been talking about this game for a while. I really want to play it. I can't play it if I can't fucking get it, because it's been delayed. If the game is done, then why not, I don't know, fucking release it?
I mean, look, why couldn't they just remaster the original trilogy, the original complete saga, remaster that, and then add 3 new chapters to it?
I honestly think they're looking to make money.
Well, they've made the money, and people are starting to get sick of it.
Yeah. They've made the money. I mean, come on, this is Lego Star Wars. Like, it's one of the popular things. It's legit the popular thing for Lego. Like, it's more popular than any other Lego game they've ever made.
Yeah.
More popular than Lego Harry Potter. More popular than Lego Indiana Jones. More popular than Lego. What else they done? Like other Lego. Like, how many Lego games?
They did Lego Dimensions, which I have to say though was an actual. I actually really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed too. I enjoyed Lego Dimensions. Just a shame that it didn't pop. It didn't go off like Lego wanted it to.
I think those types of games, Disney Infinity, it worked, but then it died. And it's not their fault though. They had plans and everything like that. Just Disney shut down that studio.
Because they wanted to keep it going. The thing is, the crazy thing about Disney Infinity, the game still works. You can still play it. You just can't do the online factions anymore. You can't do anything of the online stuff, which sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. But I just want them to release the fucking game. Anyway, let's go on to the next stuff. We're getting a Saints Row reboot. And I think it's time that it needs to. It deserves to have a reboot. Purely because Saints Row 4 sucked donkey balls.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. Wasn't that the superhero one?
I think it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last Saints Row game where you could be the fucking president of the United States and you get fucking superpowers and you fight aliens and that. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? This looks like crap.
Yeah.
So I think I got rid of that. I think I stopped playing that after a full hour because it was just shit. But
what do you think?
No, I reckon it was great. I saw the trailer for it. I really liked it. I haven't been the biggest Saints Row fan. I'm more of a Grand Theft Auto fan, but I played a bit of the Saints Row stuff back in the day. I remember playing number 2. I enjoyed number 2. But if they're rebooting it to actually help the franchise invigorate itself, I think it's a great idea. Rebooting a franchise that just kind of goes stale and kind of loses its way, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's a really good thing too. I do remember playing the original one way back in the day, but I I am actually keen to pick it up.
Hmm.
Don't have a release date for it though. I'm not sure. I can't remember right at the top of my head.
No release date for it. Not as far as I'm aware.
Let me have another. Let me have a look. Quickly.
Yeah, let me just check. I'm just gonna go check my news articles here. Hold on a sec. Where's my
It.
for?
Give me a second. It's just loading. It will come out on February 25th, 2022.
Wow,
Yes, we're not that far away at all.
not that far away. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's definitely gonna give Grand Theft Auto a run for their money, purely
I hope
because
so,
there's
'cause
still no Grand Theft Auto 6.
they're still remastering the original one that started on the PS3.
Yeah, well, not the original one, but Grand Theft Auto 5. They're remastering.
Yeah, GTA 5.
For
They've remastered.
no fucking reason. I don't understand why you cannot release a new one. Just do what Red Dead did.
Yeah.
You're the same company. You are the same company who did Red Dead. You can download the Red Dead online thing and not own Red Dead.
Yeah, seriously.
Do that for GTA Online. Just let it happen. Release it so you can just play GTA Online. You don't need GTA 5 and work on a new game. We'll be on 3 generations now.
I think they are working on a new game. I just don't know.
I think they're working on a remaster of the original 3. That's what's rumored.
That's actually cool. I wouldn't mind a remaster of the original.
It's cool, but the fact that they just released the originals to be backwards compatibility on the PS4.
Yeah, but think about this: a remaster of Vice City.
It'll be good. It'll be cool. But
it'd be amazing. I love the original. Look, don't get me wrong. I love Grand Theft Auto 3 by far, but Vice City was like the main one that I played the absolute shit out of. I love Vice City.
GTA 4-ish like a lot, and I want that.
I played 4 as well. Yeah, 4 was cool. 4 was great. I enjoyed 4. Those ragdoll physics in that game were fucking amazing. Especially when you go flying out of your car at 100 miles an hour, it says you're flying out the windscreen if you're not wearing your seatbelt.
That's right. But yeah, no, Saints Row, February 25th, 2022. Let us know if you'll pick it up.
All right. Okay. What's the next one?
We got another announcement from Marvel. Not the cinematic universe.
The gaming universe.
It's from the gaming universe, and we're getting another game called Marvel Midnight Suns. You've got a link up, and that explains a bit more about it, don't you?
I do. I will read that out for people because I think it's a good thing to read. So this is coming from Games Radar. Midnight Suns. Meet the Marvel Comics supernatural superhero who inspired the Midnight Suns game. Everything you need to know about Marvel's premier supernatural superhero team, the Midnight Suns, before their debut in the Midnight Suns video game. So Marvel games and Xbox game and XCOM, if you guys know XCOM, strategy game, literally you fight aliens in it, Fire Axis are bringing together some of its most prominent supernatural heroes, and a few who don't usually fit the bill in a new tactical RPG game titled Midnight Suns. The game features a roster of Marvel heroes, including Wolverine, Captain America, Iron Man, Magic, Doctor Strange, Blade, and Ghost Rider as they unite to take on the monstrous shadows of the Marvel Universe in a tactical turn-based combat. So this is turn-based combat. The game's name, Midnight Suns, is taken almost directly from Marvel Comics, where Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, once brought together 9 prophesized heroes to take on a demonic entity under the team name of the Midnight Suns. Comprised of heroes such as Strange, Ghost Rider, Blade, Morbius, and more, with other characters including Damian Hellstrom, Man-Thing, Moon Knight, and more coming into the ranks over the years. The Midnight Suns remains Marvel's premier line of defense against the darkest supernatural and occult threats the multiverse has to offer, even in the long periods of dormancy. Now that Marvel and Fire Axis are bringing together a team of tactical supernatural heroes under the banner Midnight Suns for the game, scheduled to arrive on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC in March 2022. It's time to gaze into our crystal ball and reveal the mysteries of the comic book Midnight Suns team. So it's a tactical RPG. It's turn-based. and it's nothing like Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, which a game that I friggin' adore. What do you think about it? Like turn-based combat, like is that something you would try out, Techie?
Um, I think that's not really my type of style of game. Purely, and that's why I don't really like Mario versus Rabbids.
Yeah, I haven't played that.
A lot of people love that game too, and it's just something that I'm like, eh.
But I think it's a bit different with Marvel characters.
Yeah or no. I think if anything, then just give me Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Really,
Yeah, I love
which
it
we
because
got a
the
new
amount
one.
of characters. Yeah, we got a new one. Seriously, the amount of characters you can unlock in Marvel Ultimate Alliance is crazy.
Yeah, so for me, it's like, yeah, this is cool. Just not my cup of tea. Even though I'm sure I'll still buy it because it's Marvel and superhero gaming. But
I want to wait for gameplay. That's what I'm going to do. Usually, I just wait for gameplay and I'll watch it and be like, if that'll be the judge for me.
yeah, probably that'll probably be me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got no release date, do we?
No, we do not have a release date, not as far as I'm aware. No. Oh, no. It's got no release date yet, not as far as I'm aware. But
I
I will
reckon we'll
just
probably
double.
find out at E3 next year.
Yeah, release date. Hang on, I'm just checking for you. I'm going to check all. March 2022 is where
Oh,
supposedly it's going to be arriving. So it comes out next year. No date, just says March 2022.
okay, interesting.
So yeah, so it'll be on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series X and S. So yeah, March 2022. Keep an eye out for Marvel's Midnight
Hmm.
Suns because it looks interesting. It's definitely something that I might give a try and see if I can actually like it.
Yeah, I might do that. All right, we're on to the last topic for the night.
Oh God, we've actually made it.
And this is why there was no show last night. The reason
We
there
got
was no show
two.
last night is I was actually at the movies.
Yay.
For starters, it was so good to be back at the cinemas. It was so good.
I know the feeling.
Except it was a little
I wonder what it
disappointing.
is.
It was a little disappointing purely. There was my dad and another person.
Yeah.
That was the only bit I'm like, I feel really sad about this. But I saw Free Guy.
What do you think of it?
I loved it, and I cannot wait to be able to watch it on Disney Plus because supposedly it's coming to Disney Plus this September. Don't have
Without
a
the
date for
premium
it, though.
access.
Not sure
Yeah, I
with
don't think it's gonna
premium
have
access or without yet. I'm not sure, but I doubt that they would do that considering the trouble they're
It's just
doing.
better.
Plus, it's had its cinematic run.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
However, when it is, even if it is, I probably will be buying it if I have to, purely because I loved it that much.
So it was that good you'll actually buy on premium access?
Yep, so I can watch it again.
Oh wow.
Loved
I
it.
honestly
Taika Waititi was funny as hell, but when isn't he? Ryan Reynolds.
Taika's still funny
is
actually.
Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Jodie, what's her name? Jodie Comer. Loved her character. Millie. I'm not sure. Do you know much about the plot of Free Guy?
I know it's like kind of like set in a video game or something like that.
Yeah, so pretty much when a bank teller discovers he's actually a background player in an open world video game, he decides to become the hero of his own story. One that he can rewrite himself. In a world when there's no limits, he's determined to save the day his way before it's too late and maybe find a little romance with the coder who conceived him. Highly recommend it.
You can't stop talking about it because I know for a fact you were laughing your ass off when you got back from the cinemas.
I really want to give you more like spoilers, but
I haven't seen it.
Here hasn't seen it yet, and
because I haven't had the money and I went
talk about a lot of spoiler stuff. But
so this will be a non-spoiler little review about it. We will do a full-on spoiler a review about it once I see the movie. Probably won't be this week. It probably will be sometime next week. I'll
Please
go see.
do. But pretty much what happens is we find out this isn't really spoilerish because it's part of the plot. Millie and Keys created this video game. And then this bigger company, who is Taika Waititi's character is the CEO of the company, buys that game. Then shuts down the game. But what happens is that they have found out / figured out that this new game called Free City is actually using their technology and their coding for their video game. It's just been underlined with a different type of visual effects, really.
Isn't that theft? That's counted as theft.
It's counted as theft. So Millie's character, Jodie's character Millie has got a lawsuit going with Taika Waititi's character, pretty much.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and it's so funny because you can definitely there's lots of video game references.
I know there would be. It's a video game movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of video game references. Okay, one of the weapons you can choose is Mega Man's arm.
Oh my god, the cannon.
The cannon. Another one is a portal gun.
Yeah, for Portal.
But it's not identical to the portal gun from Portal, but
it's different.
The colored portals are identical to Portal.
Okay.
The chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Jodie Comer were fantastic. I felt every little bit of their connection throughout the game. Not the game, the movie. Absolutely loved it. Jodie Comer, I haven't really seen much with her. Like, in general, I haven't seen a lot of her stuff. Supposedly, she was in The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know who she was in The Rise of Skywalker, though.
Double check it.
I'm doing that now. But, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of her stuff, but I will say now she's gained a fan. Like, I really liked her in this movie. Oh, okay. So Jodie Comer actually played Rey's mum in The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh shit! Now I remember. Yeah, in the flashback scenes, I remember that now.
Yeah. Now, one of the other things I liked about the movie too is that they actually show like gamer streamers, not real gamers. Actually, that's not true. There are a few, real ones, I think.
Yes. Jacksepticeye was one of them.
Yes, he's in it. Yeah, he's in it.
He was actually, cool thing. Ryan asked Jack personally if he wanted to be in Free Guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Ryan and Jack actually know each other in real life. They're actually friends in real life. So they met each other and actually talk all the time. And the cool thing is, this is what happened. They did an interview, and I think it was either Ryan who was talking about it, or it was Jack who was talking about it. And I think Ryan actually asked Jack if he wanted to be in his upcoming movie, Free Guy. And like, Jack's never done films before. Yeah, he's done some like stuff on YouTube and that, but he's never ever done a movie before. So of course he said yes. And it worked out in his favor because like now whenever I think this is gonna be Jack's way of getting into Hollywood. Kind of like, I would love that.
Do you think
he's great?
Would, though? I think he just stays on his platform, really.
I think he would just do little cameos, like if he did movies, like video game based movies.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
One of the other people that is an actual, like a cameo as well was Pokimane. Not sure
Oh
if you know her.
God, Pokimane.
Yeah.
I know Pokimane.
Yeah, she was in the movie as well.
I know that certain captain was in this movie.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it, where he gets Cap's shield, which is hilarious. It's Deadpool using Captain America's shield. That's why I think Chris Evans went, what the shit?
Yeah. There are a couple of other things too, like I am going to spoil this one bit for you.
Okay.
Because it's part of that scene. So, he has Cap's shield. He then shows his arm behind him, and it's the Hulk's arm. Punches the dude. That's the big buff version of Guy. They call him the dude.
Catchphrase.
And then he activates a lightsaber.
Oh boy. And please tell me he doesn't cut through the shield.
No, he does. No, the dude doesn't. So Guy ends up using the lightsaber instead.
Okay.
It's fantastic. I did not expect that bit. I knew about the Cap shield bit because I saw it all over TikTok, but did not expect the lightsaber, and that made me laugh the most, I think. But
so, rating for this movie? What would you give it?
I give it a 9.5.
9.4. Wow, that's close to. What would make it a 10 for you?
There were just a couple of scenes where it's just like, oh, this is a little bit slow. But that's about it. Okay,
so it's just a little bit of slow pacing, but
yeah,
not enough to give it a really low score. It keeps it up at a high score.
No, not at all. There's a
awesome.
We mentioned it last week. There's a reason that this movie was number one again 2 weeks in a row.
Like it's just a great film in my eyes.
Yeah, and to me, it's one of the most perfect video game movies ever made.
It's literally a video game. It's a movie about a guy in a video game who is also a video game character.
And what I love about it too, because we're seeing stuff with Activision, and this movie kind of shows that type of stuff that the gaming heads aren't that great of people. And
no, they're not.
It
they're all
shows
jerks.
it in this movie.
Yeah, it does. From what I've heard, apparently, it does show, and that from what I've seen in the trailers, and that just shows that they're all gaming developers and the CEOs and everything all douchebags.
Yeah, and I love it. I love the portrayal of it. And it ends up being like a love movie too.
Yeah, but the thing works. I'm keen to see it. I definitely think I'm gonna go see it next week.
Do it. I honestly would.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd happily purchase it on Premiere Access, just so I can watch it again and again and again.
Hopefully, it does.
And again.
Look, I hope it does come on. I do hope it comes on Disney Plus. I do hope if it's on Premium Access.
I got the email from Disney Plus saying that it's coming in September.
Sweet.
I don't know what time or if it will be on Premiere Access. So
I hope
I'm
it does.
keen. I'm like really keen to watch it again.
Yeah, I need to see it. And
there is also one other cameo in the movie, but you don't want to know who it is.
No, I don't.
And you don't actually see the person's face; you just hear their voice.
Don't say anymore. Keep it to yourself. All right, my dude. Let's wrap this turkey up, huh?
Yeah, I think so. So we will be live again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Same batshit time.
Yep, same bat time, same bat channel.
And that play.
So, in the meantime, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel here at the Techie Talon Show. Also, follow us on Facebook at the Techie Talon Show. For some reason, that didn't go ahead. There you go.
There we go.
Also, go follow our Spotify at the Techie Talon Show here as well, so you can listen to us on your commute to work or from work or wherever you're going. Go and follow our Instagram. Just before the show, I made a story announcing that we're going live. Also, go follow our Twitter at talent_show. Plus, follow us on Twitch, where we will be doing some streaming soon. we're talking to you. Like we've been talking to each other about maybe going onto Red Dead Online and doing some stuff, haven't we?
Yes, we have. We have talked about that. We're still in the process of doing that. It's just, Matt's schedule and my schedules sometimes don't meet, and it gets annoying. But we will do it. We definitely will.
We are also now on TikTok, where we will upload highlights of the show. For example, we'll probably add a highlight of the show where Talon gets frozen and sings
Repeatedly.
"Let It Go." I had to. You know I
Let
did.
it go.
Everyone
Let it
watches.
go.
There we go. See, there we go.
There you go. That's all you get from me. That's all you get from me. 'Cause I refuse to watch Frozen. I don't want to watch it.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Until then,
All right,
guys, we'll see you
guys.
tomorrow at 8:30. If anything does happen, we will let you know.
Absolutely.
And just keep an eye on our socials. And if not, we'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Until then, Techie out.
Talon out.
Bye, guys.